The mausoleum at Halicarnassus, the tomb that became the word for a grand tomb. Our story begins in the ancient city of Halicarnassus, located in what is now Bodrum, Turkey. This city was the capital of Caria, a wealthy kingdom along the Aegean coast. In the 4th century BC, the ruler of Caria was Mausoleum, a powerful satrap of the Persian Empire. He expanded his territory, built new cities, and transformed Halicarnassus into a shining capital. But Mausoleum would be remembered for more than just his rule. When he died in 353 BC, his wife and sister Artemisia decided to build him a tomb so magnificent that it would be spoken of for centuries. Artemisia spared no expense. She gathered the finest architects and sculptors from across the Greek world. The architects Satyros and Pythias designed the structure, while from master sculptors Scopas, Leochares, Bryaxes, and Timotheus adorned it with statues and carvings. The result was a building unlike any other. The mausoleum stood about 45 meters high, making it taller than a 15-story building. It combined Greek, Egyptian, and Lycian styles into one masterpiece. At its base was a massive rectangular platform. Rising above it were Ionic columns supporting a stepped roof shaped like a pyramid. On top of the roof stood a colossal statue of Mausoleum and Artemisia riding together in a 4-horse chariot, symbolizing eternal victory. Every side of the mausoleum was decorated with detailed sculptures. One frieze showed a battle between Greeks and Amazons. Another depicted centaurs locked in combat with humans. Statues of gods, lions, and horses stood between the columns, making the tomb look alive with motion. Ancient writers marveled at the structure, calling it one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The mausoleum did not just honor Mausoleum. It reflected the love Artemisia had for him and the ambition of their kingdom. Unfortunately, Artemisia herself did not live long after her husband. According to tradition, she drank a potion mixed with his ashes as an act of devotion, and soon after she too passed away. She was buried with him inside the grand tomb they had created together. For centuries, the mausoleum stood as a landmark of Halicarnassus, but like many wonders of the ancient world, time took its toll. A series of earthquakes between the 12th and 15th centuries caused the great structure to crumble. By the time the Knights of St. John arrived in the region in the 15th century, only the foundations remained. The Knights reused many of the mausoleum's stones to build their fortress, which still stands today in Bodrum. Fragments of its sculptures were later taken to the British Museum, where they remain on display. Though the mausoleum itself is gone, its legacy lives on. The very word mausoleum, meaning a grand tomb, comes from Mausolus and his resting place. To this day, whenever we see great monuments built to honor the dead, we are still echoing the memory of that ancient wonder. The mausoleum at Halicarnassus may have fallen, but it gave the world a name, an idea, and a lasting reminder of the love and ambition that built it. If you enjoy content like this, please subscribe and turn on your notification. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers.